Jalen Hurts and Eagles defend home turf 26-17, stay undefeated after a win. Against Cooper Rush and the Dallas Cowboys. Rush's no-pick streak came to a halting screech last night. He threw 3. Dallas falls to third in the division at 4-2, but Micah Parsons is not getting down.
We're going to get better from this. The things that we did are our mistakes. We're going to learn from them. And, we got a long way to go, but, you don't win championships in 6 games. We got a long road.
All right, Mike is keeping hope alive. Let's get this party started. Michael Irvin, talk to me. Are you still high on your Dallas Cowboys?
I am even more encouraged and high on the Dallas Cowboys than I was going into that game last night. When I watched the beginning of this game, as this game started, I was like, oh my God, are we this far away? But I realized that they were out scheming Dallas. They were not just man up handling Dallas. Let me tell you this why I say I'm more encouraged. There are a lot of teams that I've seen these Dallas Cowboys have, that I thought in that situation and in that environment, that was a Super Bowl-like atmosphere for Philadelphia. They was not going to lose that game. They put everything they had right there on the line right now. And the Cowboys took that hit in the mouth in that first half, and they came out swinging in the second half. And I'm telling you, I watched a lot of teams that had stars on the side of their helmets that I thought would have quit in that situation. I was so encouraged by the fight. I said, oh my God, this is something that you will use and eat on later as they move forward. And then I'm assessing this with the whole NFL.
We really had a chance to steal a game playing with house money if we had stopped them from scoring. I just gave them a field goal, but they ate up a lot of time on the clock. 75 yards, 13-play drive. Thank you for coming to J-Mac Sports 24/7. I am J-Mac, and we had close to 24 hours to process that L we just took from the filthy Eagles. I slept good last night. How about you? You know why I slept good last night? Because I told everyone we were playing with house money. We were playing with house money last night. That's why I slept good. We played with our backup quarterback and a really good serviceable backup quarterback. I applaud Cooper Rush for holding down the fort because now Dak is coming back. And I'm hearing, on the streets that Dak will be playing suited up next week against the Detroit Lions. That's what I'm hearing on the streets. What are you hearing on the streets? So I'm digging that. I'm digging the fact that we have our captain returning to right the ship, to put everything in perspective. I like the fact that we had an opportunity to come back in that game, but it was with Cooper Rush. And our defense just did not have it in them to stop that drive, that money drive, that allowed the Eagles to go down the field and score a touchdown. And I know we still got a lot of Cooper Rush fans who want him to be the starter over Dak. I don't understand your football knowledge. I don't. I'm not going to call anyone out who wanted to support Cooper Rush as a starting quarterback because we were so early in the season, the first quarter of the season, and you felt that he was supersede or Dak should take a backseat to Cooper Rush, undrafted Cooper Rush. Okay, Cooper Rush is no Tony Romo by any means. And I say Tony Romo because Tony Romo was undrafted. But again, the people who want Cooper Rush to be the starting quarterback, what do they? Oh, you know what they look at? They're looking at the fact that we won those games, and they're not looking at the intangibles. And Cooper Rush managing the game, doing enough not to lose the game. And there was other discussion that the players are playing harder for the Cooper than Dak.
Brady, I want to hear you on this.
Listen, Stephen A. Smith, let me point out a couple of facts that I think have been inconveniently left out of this conversation. The Dallas Cowboys, with their backup quarterback, beat the New York Giants, who have otherwise not lost a game this season. They beat the Bengals and the Rams, the two teams that were in the Super Bowl a year ago. And if they had Dak Prescott, would have beaten the Eagles last night. By the end of this season, with a healthy Dak Prescott, the Cowboys will definitely be the best team in the NFC, inclusive of everyone, and that includes, because if they don't fall way behind last night, then Micah Parsons and that defensive pass rush become a significant factor. You can't run it down their throat if they're not beating you by 20-0.
Is Mike Greenberg? Hold on.
You're right.
Is Mike Greenberg sitting there on national television on this show?
Correct.
On this show?
Yes.
And you saying that the Dallas Cowboys going to the Super Bowl?
I think the Dallas Cowboys right now, if I had to pick one team in the NFC to go to the Super Bowl, I would take Dallas.
Don't you have a countdown the whole time? What the hell is going on? Have you been contaminated by this man?
He also said they would have won last night if Dak Prescott played.
A mauling is what the Cowboys were doing to the Eagles in the second half when they were bludgeoning them right in the mouth, hitting, running the ball right up the field. That was the mauling. That was the mauling. I don't think they got mauled that first half. My man beat you. It was all scheme. It was like man beat
Wait a minute. You also give them the ball in your own territory by not challenging on a fourth down and not going for not getting it. You have a ball that is tipped that turns into an interception in your own territory. If you have one of the 10 best quarterbacks in the NFL, which Dak Prescott is, that's an entirely different game than if you have a journeyman in Cooper Rush who was out there who did more than hold down the fort. He deserves all the credit in the world for keeping the season alive. Now he hands the baton to one of the fastest men in the entire business in Dak Prescott, who is going to take them over the finish line.
Who led Greeny the number one offense in the NFL last year. The number one offense. I don't know why we even got to this. You bring that number one offense back or anywhere near, get in the top 6 or 7 with this defense. Now we're talking. We're talking the best team in the NFL.
All right, there you have it, people. Don't be in despair. Let the Eagle fans know that we're going to the Super Bowl, that we will win the Super Bowl. And Dak isn't back right now, but he will be back Sunday against the Detroit Lions. We will play the Eagles again. Chin up. It's late. Good night. Peace. 2 fingers.